Welcome back. This video looks at People First Impact Method and Participatory Video. The two methods we looked at so far ask for how aid organizations can support communities to take action for themselves in crisis contexts. The next method asks how can organizations alter their way of working so that humanitarian programs are truly based on the perspective of crisis-affected people. For PIFM, building trust and relationship to the community is the fundamental starting point. It is criticized that often aid agencies only visit communities to quantify their needs. PIFM points out that this need focus is limiting and creating wrong expectations. The method tells us that as external actors, we cannot add value without knowing the existing values, and the community will not tell us where these values lie unless we first build trust and relationship. Instead, it's about really understanding the context from the perspective of the people and not from the perspective of a project or an organization. Based on this trustful communication between community members and implementing organizations, projects can be designed in a responsive way to people's true concerns.
So how does PIFM look in practice? To name two core elements, PIFM is made up of a goal-free conversation where community members and implementing organizations meet, and community members can speak freely about whatever they want to talk about. The idea is not to give any specific questions, so community members can come up with their true concerns. During the second part, the two-way goal-focused discussions, concerns from the community and from the implementing organization can be addressed, and agreements can be found. PIFM trainings are especially rich for agencies as they raise awareness about how we engage with communities, how to listen actively, and how we want to communicate. But also on the community level, PIFM really fosters reflection between community members on own resources, capacities, and challenges. The same is true for the last method that we want to look at. Last but not least, we want to introduce the method Participatory Video, which encourages crisis-affected communities to create a film together, and in doing so to reflect about their community response to crisis and share their stories in their own narrative with different stakeholders. The community members discuss the topic with one another in small groups and develop the story they want to tell. A filming group then records themselves and other people from the community. At the end of the training, the film group watches the movie with wider parts of the community and comes up with challenges and recommendations concerning the community's situation. Through the self-made video, people whose voice is often not heard have the chance to communicate directly and in their own narrative with the donor community or other, for example, neighboring communities. This way, communities can directly communicate their accomplishments, challenges, and recommendations. Organizations can then integrate these recommendations in their programs. Experience with the method shows that participatory video was also used as an advocacy tool for neighboring communities and fostered reflection and action within their own communities. We hope you liked these short insights through methods and invite you to watch the next video as it speaks about the deep value of these methods.